Ah, there we go. How's everybody doing? Well, I am hoping so too. I hope all my stuff's working as well. I say that as I literally am trying to load the game up right now and it's not doing anything. How's everybody doing? I can hear my stream audio in the background, so I'll turn that to mute. Ah, the benefits of having more than one scene. Lots to do today, lots to do, which is always a good thing. First things first though, I think what I will do is I will switch over. Let's see if the live one works, eh? There we go. Just waiting to see if it picks it up on stream. Because streaming through Streamlabs, I think might be a couple... interested to see how far behind it is. It's not too far behind. I mean, I can see the chat next to me anyway, so it's not too bad. Oh, why has it got a Twitch logo in the corner? Huh. Anybody else see the Twitch logo? Let's see if I can fix that. Go to this button. Doing it live on the fly, why not? There we go. Save that, it should switch over. Yeah, there we go. Let's just change the logo in the background. Alright, where on earth is my game just loaded me in? I am... Ah, I know where I am. I'm inside the outside the castle. Oh, and there are 2 horses over there. Alright, let's make sure I can actually see what I'm doing on my screens. Wow, didn't really expect you guys to spawn there. Let me go and empty my inventory. I do need like a load of chests. I need to just like sort my inventory out now. So it's getting to that point now that I'm working on the castle, so that my inventory is basically just constantly, clogged up with stuff. I think I can use the trap chest and also turn down the microphone volume ever so slightly. Put it to about there. I can actually hear myself think then. Yeah, let's just throw the cobblestone there a second while I go and empty the zombie flesh out my inventory and things like that. So what else have we got we can throw away? String. I think everything else isn't in that chest. Where did we put the bottles of random potions? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Redstone would go in the shulker box, but it's still up by the farm, which that farm is currently running to a point where there's too much on the floor. So we fly over here. Yeah, you can see all the stuff is still working. It's just piling up very quickly on the floor here. I'll leave it. Oh, sneaky thing picked up 2 stacks of carrots. So, since last time, we've had I made a couple changes. Well, changes as in I've kept going for once. I actually have continued to build on what we were doing last stream. Now, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the streams, we're making a lot of work on our castle. Make the jump to here. There we go, I can get up. I've been digging it further back every time we've made a little bit of inroads into it. 1 layer at a time, of course, because the 2 different layers are making it slightly awkward to keep digging basically what is a mountainside out all in one go. So we need to adjust the door because we want the height of the platforms all the same. So I've started with the platforming on the lower level, as you can see. But now we need to kind of dig all of this out and bring it probably all to essentially where it is now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just set up a load of chests down on the bottom here. What did I see up top? It's a zombie. So I need to go up there and light that all up as well, because he's going to jump. And just fill my inventory up. That's his only purpose here, is to fill my inventory. So yeah, that's the other thing with filling in the floor above, is it means that, first of all, you get a really, really nice view all the way up to the top. But second of all, you get this nice sort of dark patterned edge that we have up top there. Now, I've already burnt through 1 pickaxe, so with the fact that we have haste 2 here, every time I get to 30 levels, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go and essentially go and enchant a new pickaxe. So, what we got here first then, let's see. So we're probably going to work on this ground floor for now and try and get both floors sort of with the same amount of stone taken out of them. I don't really want to blemish the inside of my castle, so let's just gently rip through the wall. So let's put a load of chests down here. These will eventually get moved. It doesn't matter that these are trap chests. Let's just fill the space in my inventory here, because I'm not going to be doing any building for sort of the first 20 minutes or so. I think what we'll try and do is just get the gap in the wall. Because at some point we need to actually, thinking about it, what we should do is we should focus on the area behind the door first, because that's the area that's going to have the staircase which leads to the 2 floors. I'm thinking of just killing all of these animals, not for the fact of I don't need them. It's just the fact that I want a llama to spawn, and the more animals I keep getting here, the less likely I'm going to get a llama spawning in the extreme hills above my head and the castle. Oops, I missed him. Try that again. There we go. So let's just fly over to the other side. So those 3 there are for the gap that's right there, which you will notice the castle door. We could actually do a sort of staircase leading up to it to probably remove them first 2 floors. So the floor height for the castle is actually this, and then obviously the next height for the thin sort of rooms that are going to run across the front is going to be on this section right here. So I should probably have brought an envelope with me, but I think I've got one down there, so it isn't too far away if I need to keep doing it. And I need to stop digging my way through this window. I need to empty the sheep stuff out. Maybe I'll just throw it in this one for now. Put the bed down so we can sleep, but I'll keep that on me anyway. We need 1 of those and 2 of those. Just off of the fact that everything is a bit weird for me. It's using Streamlabs for the first time. This is a little bit strange. But everything I think is running smooth so far. So let's start down at this end. Now if I get jumped by something from above my head, then that's my problem essentially. So I'm going to rip it out at 2 layers at a time. The fact that I have a haste 2 beacon here makes everything a lot easier to do. Just tearing through it all. Oops. And we're going to hit gravel quite a few times, I'd have thought, in this wall. So benefits, this is the downside though, is there is no caves in this area at all. Not that I know of anyway. So if there is a cave in this wall, it's going to be much further back, and it isn't going to be making as much of an influence than what everything else, and then we can kind of just run along the wall like this and just tear it out. And then we'll work from the floor above to get the rest of it that we can't reach. There we go, let's just do this. So if anybody's got any questions or anything, this is probably the best time to ask me while I'm just kind of chilling out on a Saturday afternoon and an evening even. What time is it? Actually, it's 20 to 9 at night, so this is the night. It's just chilling and playing this for a little bit instead of recording a video, which is probably what I should be doing, but instead I am streaming. Thanks very much. I like the positivity. I mean, it helps me to just keep going in the world anyway, with people making positive comments. I think that's what kind of keeps me ticking over and stuff like that. But then again, as I was sat in somebody's stream yesterday with him, essentially we were playing the game together, but he was streaming. And when you see the negative comments that some people put in chats and stuff, you really start to respect the positive comments that people get. Because, as people know, out there in the world, there are definitely a good bunch of different people, essentially, that find insulting people is a little bit different. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to make sure that I keep an eye on my microphone. I wish people would just have a conversation in one room of the house instead of like shouting from downstairs to upstairs. But hey, that's what it is. So now the benefits of actually being like pretty much just in full-time employment and not in education anymore, it's allowing me to have a little bit more freedom with what I want to do with the channel. You notice that this week we had 2 seed videos go up and there's some more shouting. So let him go running to wherever he wants to go to get on with it. This is the downside to streaming in the evening when everybody's in the household. I'm wondering how much of this I can actually rip out before the pickaxe or the shovel will break. It's probably going to be the pickaxe first. But yeah. So I've kind of got to, like I was saying before I was like rudely interrupted by noise in the background on my microphone, is I'm looking to set up a schedule, essentially. Like, I know recently I've been talking about all the series that will be coming out now. We need to redo the Survival Island we were doing recently because I lost the footage from both of them now. Which is a shame, really, because I was really enjoying the way we were taking that series, and it was nice and different. fact that effectively we've got 2 series going at the moment. We have the seed showcases and we have the main survival itself. But I kind of want to expand it a little bit. Like, I don't really want to keep myself bogged down, especially when, for those of you who've played survival, you'll know where I'm coming from with this when I say that after a while, if you don't have like a big project in mind, you probably get bummed out on survival. People have noticed this as well, is that they'll probably burn out on a series, which is probably why you've noticed during my tenure with making the survival series, I don't know how far back that wall is. I think it's 1 more. I think it's 3. There's only one way to find out, is if I dig it too far, I just dig the upper layer by a block as well. There we go. Oops, I'm just hitting gravel. No, oh, it's not done. Whatever's not done. Excellent. Let everybody settle back down again. See, that's the problem also with recording, is the fact that I have to time my recordings a lot. There's a lot of editing that goes on with sort of stuff. And there's a lot of videos that I'll record more than once just for the fact that I don't know what's gone in the background. When I put my headphones in to record, it's one of those, you're in the zone, really. Now, that really means that I should be making another video on here. The fact that there's been so much progress since the last episode, the fact the last episode was 2 months ago, probably doesn't help. But yeah, I should be making another video on here at some point. Just the fact that streaming, like digging out the castle, I think is so much easier and stuff than doing this. And plus the fact that eventually, if I can get my streams sorted properly, I could just use the VODs. But at the moment, it's not possible just off the fact that I kind of need to figure out what I'm doing in them and make them entertaining and try and get everybody involved as well. I feel like doing single player stuff doesn't really get people involved with the game. But I feel like when we switch over and do the Bedrock Edition multiplayer server, I think that will make a big difference. Let's just use the spiral staircase, which doesn't reach the floor that I need to get on, which is why I had to put leaves here. There we go. So what I'm wondering is, how far back was it? Oh, it was 3. That's good. So now what I will do is, I didn't want to dig on that line. I want to dig on this line. And then dig down and just see how many blocks deep this thing is that I can't reach from the floor. It probably isn't that many, but we should be okay. Let's dig that. Benefits of obviously a non-silk touch pick this time around is the fact that I can set up all the cobblestone walls and stuff that I have needed. So it is 4 deep, so that isn't too bad. This is the wrong. That was bad. Now I have a gaping hole and a creeper outside. How have I got a creeper outside? The entire area is lit up. These things I never understand. So if this thing's 4 deep, I can just do this, can't I? Come on, pick. Do your job. How much did I miss at the front? I didn't realise that there was still a section here at the front that I hadn't dug through. But yeah, so probably what we need to do is look at designing the spiral staircase that will be behind the door, which means redesigning the door, which essentially means digging out a big area. Even if the area doesn't get used, I can just use it for like smaller rooms off to the side and stuff. Like, I want this. Have you ever thought of doing build tutorials? I've actually done a few build tutorials before, but oops, I've got to be careful because I've just seen that creeper and just throw them there. Where is he? He's way down there. Hi, guy. Yeah, you go underneath. Let me deal with the spider first. Where are you, guy? Come here. I've done a few before, but none recently. It's just a thing of what build tutorial do you do? Like, essentially, if you find that I don't really find the techniques that I have that interesting. I mean, a lot of the techniques aren't original anyway. A lot of these are based off of, like, besides the castle, I find like the castle has been one of my first projects that I feel like I've learned a lot from. But if you've ever heard of Arcus from the Minecraft stuff, like, if you go back 2 or 3 years, he did a series of trying to build a town, which is essentially where the original build design came from for a couple of the buildings very early on in the city, which is where the I'm trying to think of the word for it. So it is hardened clay, but it's now terracotta, if you know what I mean. And my inventory is full, and I'm out of range of the beacon on this side. Wow. It tells you how big the castle is that it can't reach a beacon which is centered on the middle of the castle. Oh dear. I mean, the thing is, if you've ever watched like where I effectively, it's not really a tutorial. When I did the building a CTM map thing. That just turned into, I'll show you off what I've already built. It's one of those things I really find that I struggle with trying to come up with the ideas, and being original, I think, is the key thing, is the originality. Like, if you were ever going to do, like, a tutorial and things, you've kind of got to have it set up, you've got to have your way of doing them, and obviously, they've got to actually be usable, and, yeah, that's kind of the thing, is it's just, I don't think enough people would use the designs for me to justify making, certain tutorials and stuff. Like, if people wanted specific ones, by all means, just let me know which ones you want, and I will have a look into them. I have just destroyed more walls that I didn't mean to. Oops. And that's the base layer, isn't it? So we better run across this direction. So I guess the next thing to do is probably going to be to put the floor in. Well, no, because I don't think we're going to have a floor here, are we? We're going to just have a big drop, because the stairs will be here, so we want like a really big entrance hallway area. So the floor height is actually 11. I didn't realise that. Hello, welcome to the stream. Not doing very much at the moment, just kind of digging away at the huge amplified mountain here behind the castle to try and start the interior of it. This has been one of the big long-term projects that I've had in mind ever since I watched a video a very long time ago, actually, of sort of like mountain castles that people had done. It was sort of like they hadn't dug the entire castle into a hill, but essentially what they'd done is they'd done big, vast open spaces, which kind of gave me the idea for doing this castle, which has eventually just turned into, as you can see right now. So let's go and empty the inventory and go and pick up all this stuff, because it's sure down the line at some point all of this will be definitely useful. That creeper can go away. I can see him in the background. Spam that into there. That and that. And oh, we've got all that coal as well. See, where did you come from, guy? Don't blow my castle up. Oh, hello. Do I have a bow? No, I don't have a bow. Do I have a risk at a creeper? Do not blow up the floor. Okay, there we go. Where's the other guy? Come here. Come away from there. One more. Come on. There we go. So he fell off the roof. I mean, the roof isn't lit up yet. That's fine. But I mean, I'm worried about where that first guy spawned, because he surely hasn't spawned here. I don't think there's an area on this wall here that's lit up badly enough that he can spawn. But I mean, I have got another stack of torches here, so what I could do is just place them where they belong on the inside. I think that's it, isn't it? It's just those two that aren't there. And I guess there'll be like two on the other side as me. For me, I would like to see you build your version of a small survival house. I mean, I actually have a definitive small one that I used to use. Like, I built it at the beginning of Siege Season 2. And I didn't really build one on this one. I kind of cheated over the whole base, make a little house. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's not too far from here, actually. It's literally just over here. But I kind of just half bothered to make a little base here. I kind of put chests against the wall, built a little bit of a farm, and then put an enchanting table down here. It wasn't really much that I did in this one. But yeah, I think the thing with the survival house is it's got to be practical from now, I think. You've got to have the availability to put space in it, to expand it, which I think is where pretty much everyone goes underground, don't they, in these days. You can tell this is from Siege Season 3 stuff before this world turned into a single player. There's a skeleton down there, and I am not interested in fighting him today. So let's go back and carry on building on the castle. So you can kind of see that the castle's cheaty a little bit, is I haven't got anything underneath there yet, because of the fact that the ground floor of the castle is off the floor. So I kind of need to base it down, and also need to light up my floor. But what we also need to do is go and like harvest a lot of spruce wood up. Like, I can't keep doing the ones that I have at the castle because they don't grow quick enough. So I'm wondering if we can look at the map and head out to somewhere and probably just do a little bit of harvesting for a little bit. Let's just get rid of all this on the floor though, because now that we have this sort of space, I need to kind of figure out how far back does this go. Because you notice now, as if you look up, we're actually heading into the area where the central tower is. So that thing will go really, really high up. I don't know if we can see it from the outside, but when I dump this stuff in the chest, let's go and have a look. So let's just use this chest. There was actually quite a lot on the floor there. So we've got 22 fireworks on us, so that's okay. Do we need anything else to come with us? I don't think so. We've got the axe. We've got anything just in case it goes night. We've got a bed, torches, and we don't need the chests. And we've got our center map. So, I mean, I don't think the front side glance at this anymore. So we do need like an observation platform up here. But I think that needs us to remove that horrible looking random floating island we have. Otherwise, I keep ending up going down like right here. But you see what I mean? Even if we just took off the bottom part there so we can have a look. But yeah, I mean, it's getting there. We need to do a bit of redesigning where the crosshair is right now at the top of the door. Because the fact that the door is going to shrink slightly. So we're actually going to end up with windows on both sides. So the wall's going to come in one block on both sides. And then we'll bring it down slightly. Because I don't think that the dark spruce on the door matches with the outside everything else. I think what we'll do is just make it out of spruce wood. Well, I mean, there's like 2.5 stacks of actual spruce logs in there, which we can use. But you can see that point now is we're actually up to this tower castle point here. So we're going to have actually our ground floor, the main canopy entrance area, which we have under there, is going to be max height where the floor point is for that upper platform there. So eventually it's going to be 2 separate castles. You have this main section down here with the 2 floors. Then you have this sort of smaller one which is sat on top of it with this tower. But then as it goes behind it, it's going to all expand out into sort of one big room with sort of a dome in it. Maybe have access through the top. Maybe not. It's probably a little bit big. But if we have a look at this, there isn't actually that much space behind it before we hit the back of that little gap that we have, technically. Well, I mean, it is actually quite thick. But, I mean, on this side, we'll hit a little bit. Let's just boost our way up. Oh, no, I'm just short. Which means I'm going to blast my way around up the top here for no reason. But yeah, there's sort of like a little gap here in the middle of the big cliffside. So we're probably going to have to terraform this. Otherwise, our castle's going to stick through at the bottom down there. But I mean, this is where I'm hoping to get a llama. No. I've been waiting almost 6 months to get another llama to spawn. Please tell me my other one is still there. I'm going to go and get a name tag for this guy. Sorry, plans have changed now. If you don't know, I'm a big achievement hunter. Like, I like to get the achievements in this game, and I'd like to get 100% completion for the survival achievements. And one of the achievements I don't have is the pack of llamas. Thank goodness you are still there, Llama 1. So we're going to go and get a Llama 2 name tag. Tag that guy, and we are going to have to be on like a mission of patience and security to get him back. What's on that one? That's a blank name tag. Sweet. So let's type Llama 2. The joke behind Llama 1 and Llama 2 is based off of an old TV program. But I won't get into that. But I mean, people will just think I'm just counting what I've got. I'm not. It's based off of something specific, and I kind of find it amusing calling them out as a pair as Llama 1 and Llama 2. So I need leads. I need water buckets, which are down in the main storage room now. They are in that chest there. Let's grab a lot of water buckets. I'm probably going to just be more safe than sorry here. I cannot believe that a llama actually spawned. Is that because I spent so much time up there? The fact that I'm going to have to lead him is going to suck, though. I wonder if we can get a second. Now I'm pushing my luck here now. We've seen one, and I'm like, hang on a sec. How many can I actually get? So he's on the lower platform on this side. And I'm going to burn through all of my stuff. So he's here, isn't he? Or he was. Oh, God. Have we just lost the llama already? He was there. Has he despawned? No. Oh, that's sad. That is actually gutting. I had nothing on me I could have held him with. Oh, that's sad, that. Unless he's gone further down the cliff. But I think I went out of range. I'd have made him despawn. Nobody else can see him, can they? I'm not going mad. I can't see the llama anymore. It's not the fact that he was a golden white colour did not help the case. I'll run around in third person in case somebody can spot him. No, I don't. I think that llama is gone. Oh, that is genuinely upsetting. That's just the game winding me up. There's nothing I can do about that, though. The llama has just despawned. Oh, that's a shame. I actually genuinely, if I'd have got the second llama, I could have just bred them up as I opened and unloaded the game. I could have got it to 5 at somehow and got the achievement finally. But Nope, the game just doesn't want me to. The only other achievement I've got, which I know how to do it now, is the 40 meters per second through a 1x1. Which is dig it down to bedrock and then smash myself to pieces by basically just jumping down a 1x1 hole until it hits the speed. Oh, I'm really upset now that I've seen a llama. Oh, no. Is there any others? Oh, that's like... I'm actually really gutted now. Like, you probably don't hear it in my voice too much. But that's really upset me seeing that second llama. I've not seen a llama for that long. Man. And this is the only place in my world I've seen them spawn as well. Is on this cliff. I don't know when I did the llama rescue for the first one. In fact, I'm going to go find the video for it and track back. Man, this game, like, I swear, it's because I loaded in the chunks with the other things in. So it deloads the stuff that's got space to move around. Oh. I'm just, like, patiently wandering around here, like, hoping in anticipation that I will spot it. But the only other way I can do it is to go back to the castle with the stuff in my inventory and unload the chunks. So that's the best way to unload the chunks, is to fly out in a direction. Now, can I remember off the top of my head? In fact, I don't have to, because I can just load a picture of the map of my world, because I have one somewhere hanging around. Let's see if I can find it on my screen. In fact, this is a perfect time for us to test this screen right here, while I have a look on my computer. Let's pause the game a second while I find it. It is in that folder. Or is it? In fact, there is an easy way to do it, because I know that I'm not going to go to anywhere in the amplified world, so if I load one of the videos, we can just look at the map. In fact, actually, no, one of the survival videos has the map on the thumbnail. You can use that one and just save it. Remembering which video that is going to be challenging. I better load my playlist up, because it means I can't see any of my stream screens either, which is a shame. And the fact that I can't see the chat either, which is a little bit annoying. What I'm trying to remember is, if I go south, have we got a snowy biome around? Now, I know I've got a little bit of extreme hills. See, the alternative is just to screw it. I'll just go back to the middle. I wanted to unload them again, but let's just switch back to live. There we go. So switch it back to the live one. Let's just go over there and just face the fact that he's not spawning in again. See, that's the why I've been hanging around for so long. It's because I loaded these 3 guys in over here. It stopped the animal spawning again. In fact, wasn't there 4 of them in here? Where's the sheep gone? Wow, I keep losing all the animals out of this pen. That's a little bit frustrating. So, we're looking for the map wall. So I was looking at going south, but as you can see from here, south is not a good place to go. We've got all of this desert area here. So it looks like northwest is the area to go. We're going to head out to that big snowy area right there. That one right there, even further north, that's my ice spike biome. So yeah, let's go northwest off the map. So let's put the map in my bar. I'm going to keep the buckets on me just in case we see one. I mean, if we go past an extreme hills, I think I'll be too far out. And if I go too far out with only 12 fireworks, I'm never getting back again. So, let's just go and grab some more gunpowder. And in fact, if it goes night while we're out, if we bring the paper with us... Oops, just dropped myself in the water. Twice. If we bring the paper with us, if we kill any, we can make them on the fly then at least. Music disc, paper. There we go. Let's take... Oh, well, let me take a stack. We're not going to get that much stuff. And have I got any gunpowder left in my chest? No. Okay, we will have to fight them as we go past them then. Okay, so let's just rocket away. If we can get it up high enough, we can probably glide most of the way out. Man, that was such a tease. I'm so sad. Let's see if we can fly our way through this. So obviously we've got all the extreme hills stuff around our world, but I don't want to really ruin it. In fact, there is a spruce biome right on the edge of the world. Oh. Well, I guess we're using this then. I didn't realise it was going to be so close. And plus, if I can... You guy can stay down. So let's put that there. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's put that here. And let's get ourselves a... Whatever we get, to be fair, we're going to be back here very, very soon. But this is going to be my spruce forest, which I'm going to rip out. I guess this is going to be my harvestable one now that I know where it is. Okay, so... It shouldn't take us too long to grab a couple stacks here. Well, let's probably aim for about 3 or 4 stacks. The fact that the trees are everywhere is allowing us to just run around, chopping them down. Chopping them down. There we go. I'll get the top one. Can't be doing some lazy chopping. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with like the tops of trees just hanging around still in this area. You're a tall tree, mate. Let's grab you. Let's suggest to you just avoid chopping the bottom one until I'm absolutely desperate for it. Okay, so we're about a quarter of the way for what we want so far. And we're just going to blitz our way through this little spruce forest on the edge of our amplified world. It's not very often I leave the amplified. Now, I know I've explored my entire world just for the achievement for the map. Welcome to the stream. I don't know how far back my stream stuff is. It's probably about 30 or 40 seconds. But yeah. So currently what we're doing for those who are just joining us is we are currently getting some spruce wood for the floors of our castle, which has made significant progress since the last video and since last stream, really. Now I should probably put my stream VODs on YouTube, but it's not really... It's the fact that I've got a lot of stop-starting. Like last stream we ended up doing almost an hour with nothing. Thank you very much for leaving a like. Hope you enjoy the content. Oops, I'm doing this wrong. I need to grab that top. There's going to be another one. Oh no, okay, we're fine. So let's take everything off the bar that isn't those. And as soon as we fill the 4 hotbar slots we've got, then we can get out of here. Throw those in my inventory, not that. And we'll do that as well. Because then we can at least not fill our inventory up always on by accident. Thank you very much. I will try to do my best with what I'm doing. But hopefully, yeah. This shouldn't take us too long now. See, the other thing is, when you go into the outer parts of the world, is they have all the small strongholds out there, which obviously haven't really needed them by the fact that my amplified world has like 2 stronghold portals, but on top of each other, essentially. It's a bit of a weird seed, to be fair, thinking about it, the one that I actually picked in the end, but it's made for an actual interesting series for me. It's actually kept me entertained in the survival aspects of the game. Like, if I hadn't added that triple dungeon at the start of the series, I feel like the series probably would have stopped. That took me a very long time to find that. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm actually enjoying the stream layout because it allows people to see the chat. Besides the fact that the chat seems to be slightly out of line, so it seems to be running over the top, I may need to drag it down ever so slightly, because I think it's not designed to... oh, hello. I don't think it's designed to keep the chat on the screen permanently. Well, I think when it hits the top of it, it will obviously just cut them all out. But as we're working through the trees slowly but surely, didn't need to really pillar up that high. In fact, there wasn't even a log there. But yeah. I feel like when you're doing streaming and stuff, I feel like you get more engaged with it. Now, obviously, I have set up other stuff on the stream as well, which I would probably try and test out in a second and see if you guys like what I've done. It's basically just a lot of the default stuff, but I was testing away with, like, especially Twitch streaming. I feel like Twitch streaming gives you more options for what you can do, but the YouTube streaming, how is it you make all this with life happening stressful? Yes, I mean, I've got through the stressful part of this time of the year. I mean, all the exams are done, and it's kind of freed up a lot of time. The fact that I haven't gone into full-time employment just yet. I've still got a part-time job, but it's not on good money and it's not good hours for me, so it's allowed me to get me a lot of free time to do it. But that's good because it means that over the last sort of 4, 5, 6 months, especially being in the last year of a degree, you can't do anything else. You end up just focusing the degree because there is so much work to do in comparison to the other years that you've been doing the degree. Oh, hello. Don't poison me. Oh, health potion. I will grab that, though. What shot me? Oh, yeah, that answers my question. But yeah, it's this time of the year now. I actually enjoy sort of the beginning of June and July. And plus, yesterday, I passed my driving test, which is very, very nice because I feel like it's a moving step forward, that. Because it's been a long time coming for me, that. I've been trying for so long. But yeah, it's a nice change of pace to have actually done it for once. It's nice. It's a lot of weight off my shoulders, I think. Yes, it is a lot of wood. That's enough for now, I think, though. I said about 4 stacks, it's fine. But you kind of get the view of our amplified world, how ridiculous it looks. That is a village up there, isn't it? I've got a village at the top of the amplified. But I think that's because of the way I generated the world. I generated it flat first, and then I generated it amplified to make sure it had stuff. So we actually have a village up here, which I've been to before. Which we do have villagers still up here, though. I didn't think there was any guys left. But obviously it's night time in a minute, so yeah. I mean, all of this wood won't last very long. I'll tell you that for nothing. Is we're going to break this and let the guy in. We're going into his house, block him up. Where have you gone, guy? Hello, what are you trading? I mean, we could try and do it. Adulting is always fun. Yes, it is. It's one of the many stresses. I mean, I could try and unlock him. We have some paper on us. Wasn't the intention of what I was using it for, though. He did unlock, actually. 10 books, a compass, and a bookshelf. You know what, guy? I will be back up here at some point to do some stuff with you. But not now. Is there anybody left in the other house? The fact that this house has, like, stone on top of it is never a good sign. But there's all the andesite that I used to get here. Can I just dig through this? 1, 2, 3. Ah, this one's walled in. Ah. So what have we got in here? Are you guys out here? Oh, why are you in here? Is this because you're deeming this as a house and that as outside? Weird. You're trading nothing good, and you're trading fire protection 1. I mean, I can buy the emerald from you. See if you'll trade up. Hey, unlocked. 10, 10, and 3. What was the other guy? He was 12, wasn't he, on one of the major trades? So how do we get in and out? Is it here? Yes. Okay, so let's just go back now. We don't really need to be here anymore. We've got, like, just over 4 stacks, and it is just over 4 stacks. Let's fly past this, and we'll have a swing back past and have a look at our dam as usual. We need to do a little bit of work on this side. And in fact, I think, if I remember correctly, these chests are mine. That bed's mine. I actually think I tried to stay out in this area of the world way before I built even my first base right by spawn. And that was the reason I built the base that we saw earlier, is because it was next to the spawn point. Don't explode, creeper. This area, actually, I think is the very first day. These chests are... Yes, this is. These are the first chests that I placed in the server. And that's my first bed, crafting bench. And I know why. Because there was the zombie spawner we had in the center of the world. Obviously, before the town was built and stuff. This area was just a lot of trees. And there was a spawner here in the wall. Which is a shame thinking about it now. I wished I hadn't destroyed the spawner. We need to remove that pillar up there as well at some point. Because I don't need it. Let's just go back to the castle. So, we're going to... Shall we path up the ground floor first? Do you think that makes more sense than doing the upper floor? Well, I mean, both floors are going to end up with this sort of weird shape that we have to them. And the fact that this area up here is going to have to be pathed as well. We need to rip out one more line, actually, don't we? But what we should do is go and empty our inventory. That usually helps, I'd have thought. We need to remove those as well. And we need to put the pieces of wall back as well that we didn't get rid of. See, this is me experimenting with the roof design, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. There's a lot of junk in my inventory here, isn't it? Yes, it is a lot of junk. In fact, what we will do now is go and see if the llama's back again after we sleep. Because I can try and save him then. So let's sleep. Make sure there's no creepers, no spiders. Good. And then we can get on with it. Aha! Break the bed. Don't want to sleep here. In fact, if I break the bed and it spawns me somewhere, it's going to take me out to spawn anyway, where the original base is. See, I've got zombies on the roof, which is built out of stairs, so it's a bit weird to me, the fact that I'm getting monsters spawning on the roof. There we go. So we're going to just rip out this entire section, switch them over, so that I can easily switch between stone, pickaxe, and shovel. Which I'm pretty sure, looking down the line, it looks like it's all pickaxe. Let's just rip this out here. Place some flooring. So we actually really haven't done that much today. We've done a lot of the resource grinding part of the game. So, just rip that out. There we go. So there's actually a window part here. So the next time I build something here, so we're going to actually have to fill that in with 2 pieces of actual stone. Let's just throw in a full stack. Throw in those 2 more. And see how much this gets us through. It's not going to be very much. I can tell you that for nothing. Because I think I've burnt through probably almost double chests worth of spruce wood on this thing already. Something like that. Something silly. Which is why I'd really need to set up a proper tree farm. Because obviously currently, yeah, out of all your Seed Showcase series, which one do you like the most? That is a good question. Which seed do I like the most? Honestly, you probably won't be surprised by this, but it's actually one of the most popular ones which is out there anyway. It's the hang on, I need to think what the episode's called, but essentially it's the best classic one. The one with the all biome classic. I just find that I don't remember which one it is. I think it's the last one. I think it's the last one we found, but it's not an all biome classic, which is the only thing that upsets me a little bit. Is it's missing a mega tiger to make it perfect, but I'm happy with that one, to be fair. But then again, the sort of like a mini part to that series is the fact of the survival islands. They're a different thing in their own right, really. But yeah, I really just like things that have plenty of structures for people to explore and things like that, which is probably why every time I generate seeds, especially if I generate seeds on stream, you'll find that it's a lot of stop. No, don't like that one. Next one, no. Because you seem to get a lot of spawning in spruce biomes. I don't know what I think the thing is with that, but spawning in a spruce biome, I find that the grass colour isn't that good and things like that. But yeah, it's the best all biome one that I did recently. And plus, I also like the 25 map one we did recently, like 2 months ago. I feel proud when you get a 25 map wall done, especially in survival, I guess, but more the fact that it took me so long in creative alone just shows the work that people have to put in to do them in survival. But yeah, showing off a full seed every so often I think is beneficial for everyone, just off of the fact that I think you lose out a lot on the potential without showing it. Like if I did a medium world, which is what I'm thinking of doing next week, is doing a 9 map seed. Or at least it's going to be 5 or 6, depending on how good the seed is. But you want to get that good classic to start off. You want to kind of entice the audience a little bit. But particularly, it's not going to be too much with the classics anymore by the fact that Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 versions aren't going to be supported anymore. Which I find is a shame, really. But, I mean, if you go on those versions of the game, you understand why they're not doing them anymore. Just off of the fact that they are so laggy. Let's just do this. So I'm going to flush this to the wall, because the wall on that right-hand side there, just above my crosshair, needs a full update. Like, even the level we've got below us is at the wrong height. Something's bugging me. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. But yeah, so the wall on the outside needs changing slightly. So that's 1 block past it. Don't need that. Oh, I actually grabbed it back. I was surprised. I was expecting to lose it. But, I mean, even all the way underneath the castle here, we have that horrible, like, effectively what's turned into a ravine, even though it's just the bottom of where the 2 cliffs in this area meet. But, yeah, I feel like when people give me a topic to talk about, I find that I can ramble on quite a lot. Like, with the seed then, it was only asking for, like, the best 1 seed. But, I mean, I kind of have, like, a big group of favourites, and that kind of gives me an idea is to look through sort of the first 100 seeds we did and kind of do a user-rated version. I mean, the easy way to do user-rated stuff is the fact of off the views, because that kind of shows you what people are interested in. Now, I'm wondering actually if to just spruce wood the entire thing back to the cliff, so then when I do get to the cliff, it's done. But then again, I don't know how far back I'm going to go. And plus, I've already used up a stack in a bit, so I want to at least get the upper platform done to the same level as the one that we're on stood here right now. So let's just go splat into the wall. Do not fall down that hole. And plus, we've got to get the hole in the right place as well. This hole is going to match exactly up with that, so at least we can figure out what we're doing. So for now, we're going to leave this gap empty on the second floor. We don't want it done on the bottom floor, because there will be no basement access from the main part of the castle. You'll have to go through the 2 towers, which makes the towers actually have a purpose. And it gives me a little bit more space to work out the underground railway network. The fact that it's going to turn into an overground an overground network. Sorry, I thought that sounded wrong in my head there. But yeah, so the network of minecarts underneath needs to be sorted out by the fact that you can see from the automatic farms now the chests are starting to fill up, and we need to set up the big storage area which we were going for originally. Now the question is here, do I just build the platform all the way across, or do I leave a gap where the door is for now and just do a 1 wide pillar to get across between the 2 sections? Because what I'm thinking is that when you walk through the castle door, one of them will be slightly ajar so that you can go through it. Big grand entrance hallway. Well, not more of a hallway, more of a big grand entrance room with sort of a staircase in the middle that splits off to the left and to the right. So you get access to what effectively will be rooms at the top here, because you're going to have the corridor further that way with a room then that you can have a window in. So the fact that then you can break this into probably what's going to be 2 rooms, and the middle wall that will be dividing them will be here across this. And then it depends on how big we want to make the rooms really, because if we want one, the fact that we can slightly extend it and sneak out an extra block on both sides I think is good. And then when you get to the L-shaped rooms at the end, it's sort of either going to be spirally staircases and then it will work its way backwards into a big room, or who knows. We don't know how far the rooms are going to go yet, but the fact that I want to work out maybe the size of the entrance hallway, because that will be what defines the where the corridor is and how big these front rooms are on this lower 2 sections. Because the fact that you're going to have rooms on the downstairs and you're going to have rooms on the upstairs, and then after all of that, you will end up in the main section. So where are we going from? We're going from... what it should be is there. That should be the last piece for now, so at least we know where we're going from, is that stone brick. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll leave that gap empty. See, that creeper's just spawned in. We need to light this up as we go. We're going to have problems otherwise. So let's grab pork chops, that sword. So yeah, there's no actual torches on this layer, even though it's light outside as soon as the darkness comes, which is very soon actually. Is this side of the castle. I need to look out the windows. Creeper, can you jump down and do me the favour of coming closer to me? If I give you a piece of wood to stand on. Yes, there you go. You take fall damage. No, don't explode. I haven't even got knockback on this, but I know I can 2-tap anything with the fact that it is sharpness 5. Yeah. But yeah, this has been this castle in the town. When I get it finished and I rip out the Iron Golem farm, I know I only built it like 20 episodes ago, but it served its purpose, and I'm future-proofing then for going onto the Bedrock Edition, because I eventually want to move the world across. I feel like that is the version of the game to be on eventually, and I feel like that is the version of the game which will actually stay supported for a long time. The fact that they're doing that and the Java version, it allows me to still play my favourite game, what is effectively on my favourite console, in the comfort of just sitting with you guys on stream. It suits me better than sitting there, oh, you stupid skeleton. It's on a good train of thought there, I feel like. That's the downside to building 3 platforms up in the sky, is that underneath it all, there's always a skeleton. He's always waiting in the background. Creeper, please, stay over there. You do wonder, though, how you've spawned, guy, considering that this entire area is lit up with torches. It's probably the fact that these aren't in the ground. He's probably spawned on the cliffside behind us as well. 1, 2. But yeah, the best... Plus the thing is, we can... it was being suggested on stream the other day, I think about 2 days ago. We were coming up with ideas for the what we could do to make the series more personalised and get engaging with the viewers. And it was suggested by one of you guys that maybe what we should do is set up some things that I'm losing my words here. Almost like just like a subscriber room, or just something that people could get involved with and make choices and influence what's going on. The skeleton shot me from the floor below. Oh, okay. But we realised this castle's going to have a lot of empty rooms. Like, I'm not putting a storage room in the castle. I just want to make decorative rooms. You know what, like, when you go into a woodland mansion and you see just a lot of bedrooms, bookcases and things like that. I mean, part inspiration for this is a Hogwarts-style castle. But it's not going to be that big. And I want to make my own ideas into it too. I mean, we're definitely going to try and integrate some secret rooms, secret corridors and things like that. I think it'll be interesting for people to get involved. Maybe it was that skeleton that shot me. Whichever one of them it was, they're both going to get killed now because of it. Oh, maybe it was that skeleton, the third guy. It's a whodunit now. I've got a feeling it was the guy that stood right next to the edge of the pillar, though. So yeah, I think what we need to do is I need to pull the stream chat down ever so slightly, just so it's not covering stream chat. And plus, I like the fact of having the stream chat in that corner. In fact, can I go onto my editor from here? Chat box. I can. Can I grab... Oh, don't move it down there. Oh boy, that'd have gone far. Yes, put it there. Okay. And go back to there. I need to save the change. So, live. Okay. I'll leave that where it is. I don't want to mess with it too much. This gives me another reason to just mess with my stream layout stuff. Just to make sure that it all works. That doesn't seem right to me. Why have we got a random one block there? I have a feeling that isn't right. I don't think we should have... Oh, this floor is not built right. That shouldn't even be there at all. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just quickly do a bit of flooring, just in case he shoots me. See, I've got random pillars in the back here that I shouldn't even be there. Like, this entire pillar there doesn't need to be there. That cobblestone at the top doesn't need to be. Oh, there's a lot of mistakes up there, actually, if you notice. There's no stairs in the right place. Oops, I'm just walking off the platform, why don't I? In fact, let's just use our staircase since we built it for that reason. Let's just go over here. Go all the way back up. See, eventually we need... This won't be the way we get up to the second floor. This should only be down to the tunnels underneath, which will be like the basement level stuff. But for now, it's our easy access way up as well. Do not hit and glitch my way back off. So, luckily, I've sorted the floor out underneath, so we can sort this area out up here. The floor underneath is in the right place. We need to make sure that we get that level with that. We need to go and have a quick double check. Is it level with the stone brick? Oh, look. Being thick, me, because I've already designed this area right there. Because I've got rooms at the top, which need ripping out and starting again. Because why would you start a room if you haven't finished the layout of your build? Seems silly to me to do that. That skeleton just caught my eye a second. And plus, there's so many mistakes on this side. And plus the fact that we could rip out the mob spawner as well at some point. Let's just do that. Yeah, so if you look underneath here, you can see where we should be. Level with that. Let's just rip out all of this. Why have I got cobblestone here? Is that the original floor height? Is probably what it is. But it will all get ripped out in due course when we get round to building the actual floor, corridor ceilings and rooms and stuff. I don't want to do any rooms and ceilings until we've actually finished most of the flooring. So let's go and have a look. Where is this little cutthroat, this cut in the hole? It's actually quite small and it's only level with this and the whole gap there. So it's essentially the corridor and the gap, so that's fine. I know where that is now. So how much further can I go with this platform then? I can bring it all the way across 2 blocks. So those 2 blocks there are in the wrong place. Skeleton, please leave me alone. Did he shoot me through the wall? Weird. That is the last one there. Oh, that skeleton needs to stop. I have nothing to fight back with, though, so I do have to be careful. And another random stone pillar, which shouldn't be there, but is there. What was I doing when I built this side of the castle? Really wasn't thinking it through. I wasn't thinking big picture anyway. No, skeleton. Please stop shooting my armor off. You're not going to knock me off my platform. The platform is too big, and you're too bad of a shot to do any knockback. Like, if you had a flamebow or a knockback or something, you'd be fine. But nope. Skeleton. Ow. Okay, you fell off. That's even funnier. Oh, he has at least a power bow, and that creeper underneath me is scaring me slightly, because if I do fall off into a creeper, I could blow out a big portion of the wall, especially because I've been digging with a non-silk touch pick in the last, like, 10 minutes or so. Well, all stream, really. So the downside to half of this side of the castle isn't finished and needs changing, so I actually have to build the walls on this side still, which we probably could do at some point. I just don't want to, because when we do this side of the castle, we need to come up with a good way of, let's just do a couple more stacks. So this is level with here. It brings it all the way out. In fact, we could just build this side of the castle all the way to the wall, like we were suggesting earlier. How big is our entrance hallway going to be? Fairly big. I think it's big enough that it's going to cover at least the deepest points of this area. So we could use the last stack of spruce just to expand back one of the areas of the floor and see what space we got to work with. Because then I can actually see and plan the rooms. Because I think at least I can plan the rooms around the shape of the gap in the floor. Like, if we know there's going to be something there in the floor, which we haven't done with yet. Like this, wow, what was I doing with this side of the, what have I done on that side of the castle? It doesn't look right to me. And I think it is wrong. And we're almost out of those 4 stacks of spruce that we got earlier. Do not shoot me. You are looking at me. I can see you doing it. That's twice now I've fallen down here to the fact that skeletons have just shot me off a pillar. Uh-oh. Yep! Didn't want that to happen. Now I'm going to have to go and fix the floor on the ground floor. See, I knew that creeper would explode. I wasn't even anywhere near him. Did a skeleton shoot him? Go away, guy. You go away too. Wow, you did not do much damage to my floor. And now I only have 1 firework left, which is kind of disappointing. But I guess I better do this floor before I run out of stuff. Because this floor is easy, because I can just do this all the way across the platform. So where is the edge of the platform? It's here. I'm going to bring it to the wall. Don't, skeleton. Not today, please. Not in the mood for getting shot off my castle and falling to my basement level anymore. Where did I get shot from then? Do I have a favourite biome? Sorry, I'm trying to focus on where I'm getting shot from with that skeleton. Is he above me? I don't know. Favourite biome? Oh, he's right there. Oh. Come back, Skelly. I guess I like all of the rare biomes, really. So I like a lot amplified ice spikes. Like, it's genuinely one of the my favourite things is looking at amplified ice spikes and amplified mesa. To be fair, anything amplified, really, as long as it isn't, like, a horrible grass colour. Like, the spruce biome, it's horrible. I don't like spruce-coloured grass. And I don't like swamp-coloured grass, either. I think it's basically determined off of the grass colour. I heard him fall as well. Wow, he jumped from there to hit me. That is some determination, zombie. But yeah, I mainly like the ice spiked and the mesa biomes. I really do like the fact that... Zombie? Are you just misbehaving? What we probably should do is save our game. Because I don't have autosave on, just for the fact of sometimes if you're in new updates, things go wrong, but yeah. I wonder if this, let's just get a nice pic with the guy. Got an arrow in my eye and a zombie stood next to me. Oh, and the arrow's just disappeared. Perfect. That's quite funny, that. Right, that we have a lovely zombie here. Doing some great guarding. What are you guarding, zombie, anyway? Anything useful? Probably not. So, I mean, the other thing what we could do, knowing that we have more of the dimensions on this side than we do on the other side, is we could, in theory, design this part of the castle, the upper tower part that we have. Because I don't know how much further back it goes. I know I've done the upper part up there. But yeah, this whole wall needs ripping out and starting again. The fact that it's in the wrong place. Like, everything in this area is in the wrong place. Well, at least we've got some good height between the two walls now. And yeah, I'm not surprised that our wood didn't last as very long at all. Like I said, it's a lot of spruce wood on these floors. And you can see our beacon down there shining away, doing our work for Haste 2. What I will do is just rip out the random dirt blocks that we have along the wall as well on this height. I mean, until I can actually get a roof on this thing, which... Oh, we are actually behind the max height in this area, so we actually do go quite far back. Yeah, because I think... I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm thinking about now... The back of the castle is... Stairs are at that height. Platform is there for the upper floor. And then you've got the roof. So either we're going to do smaller rooms at the top, or we're just going to do it above the... Oh no, that was a shame. I don't know how the castle's going to work on that big upper third floor. Because you've got ground floor, first floor. Platforming is second floor, which is effectively where that window is there. But yeah, so we've got a third floor, a fourth floor, and I think there's going to be 5, including basement. I think that's it. And then obviously when you get into the main room, they're all just going to combine together anyway, so that's fine. So the sooner I can get this so that I'm not stood over a giant hole anymore, at least there is a platform now underneath us we can work with. I'm going to run out of blocks just as I get to the very end. How many more do I need? 3? I had needed 1. Which is okay. Zombie, what are you doing? You're just not working. You're just not doing your job. So we need to rip all of this out. Go for a fresh start. Rip that section out there. Rip the entire monster spawner out there. And I wonder actually if the monster spawner is working. Are we too far away? Oh, it actually is working. So it is eliminating some of the spawns. What looks like 3 spawns. But 3 is better than none. I mean, the sooner we get a castle in this area built... Ooh, don't explode. Oh. I had a chance there. I had a chance at a music disc. Golden armored skeleton, come here. You were fighting me. You shot me off my pillow once. Ooh, you're enchanted. Unbreaking 3 thorns 1. Ah, you made such a mess. Now I don't have the dirt to clean this up. Now you can kind of see the area that I have lit up underneath. Not all of it is lit up, as you can see from further down the line over that direction. But, how much do I need? I shouldn't really rip it from here, because this is all monster-proof. I'm going to need more than that, though. But we can't see that on the floor. That looks wrong. Yeah, we need a lot. I might just go and grab a stack of dirt and just fill this hole back in. I don't like looking at creeper holes too often. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just go and grab a stack of dirt. Oh, look, we have more creepers falling down our little trap. Maybe what I should do is go... If this thing does work, it's just in the wrong place now. Like, it's... Oh, a skeleton must have fallen from one of the wrong heights because I haven't got the vine at the bottom. Yeah, this thing... only works to a certain extent. Pig, what are you doing in the water? See, you're costing me a llama spawn. And we've already seen 1 today, which gave me false hope. So I don't want to see a second one now. So let's go and grab some dirt. Easiest place to grab dirt is from the chest that we were filling up earlier. Up our giant staircase towards the main castle. Also, we do have an extra layer at the top where the top of the castle is, where the watchtower effectively is of the castle. So this area is so dangerous. In fact, what am I doing? My brain just switched off there for a minute. Let's do that. Dirt. Going in here. So it's underneath us, we know, but let's clear out these guys. We've got enough torches we can... Oh, I've fallen for that again. No, he has a punch bow. No, he has a punch bow. No, he's got a punch bow. Got him. They always love it when you get things like that. Got one firework to get back up with. Well, I mean the last thing we can do really, besides light this platform up. I need a grid pattern going, so where are my torches? There they are. 1, 2, 3, there. On that line probably is where I'll keep them. Keep them in line with where I've done my torches. They are way too close together. They are not efficient whatsoever. We'll do a 4x4 grid is what we'll do. We'll go to the center. We'll go to the middle of the door. The actual door. And set up our new 4x4 grid. We're probably not going to have enough torches. And then we can just leave the torches on the wall. I really don't mind. Where is the center point? So it's 2 to the... 1... 2 to the left. Okay. So that's center point door. So then we're going off of that and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 block gap. So you can kind of see where the 4 blocks are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. Yeah, they're a bit better spaced out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can just bring it forward in the relevant areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, there. And then I can just copy that line then, which is great. Which makes it really easy. Once you get that first line in place, everything is so much better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be on this line, I think. But the only ones I need, I think, are these 2. Yes, because they're covered. And that actually stays really, really centered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Torch. So torch would be on that. Torch stays there. And there. And that's pretty much outside. I'm not bothered about that little tiny little bit. And then we can just run this all the way down the other side. And then we'll have to run it on the floor above as well at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 3, 4. There. 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 And there. Aha! There we go. So I can wipe out these temporary torches, which are not doing a job whatsoever. I mean, to be fair, I mean, even though you've said that it's last question, I don't mind answering any questions. I don't mind. Even if it's slightly personal ones, I will probably broaden out a little bit and try and stay so we don't need one there. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is in line with that. So we're going to be here. Oh, that's not too far off my random guess. There. 2, 3, 4. There. There. And then the ones by the door, which I'm not bothered by because I'm pretty sure that this room is okay, because they would be here and here, and then you get to the room then and everything's lit up. But yeah, so we've made good progress today. We didn't really get much of the flooring built, did we? We're working a lot on the 2 sides of the castle. Like, we've got problems with both sides. Now, it's not really a problem on this side. This side is kind of, we need to dig it back a lot. This side is looking a lot better. We have a rough idea what we want to do with the roof. We might just make it really dramatic and expand it out. But that is all dependent on where the rooms are. Now you've got to remember the fact that we're going to have a walkway corridor coming through there. So there's going to be a walkway, a sort of L-shaped walkway which takes you through. So you're actually not going to get too much space. We might have to bring an archway in here or something and shrink down our rooms. The alternative is the fact that we're going to have this sort of weird L-shaped room on the end and then have 3 windows maybe for a room. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 and then 1 gap window. So it's sort of a weird L shape. And then, so that's 2 rooms that side, 2 rooms this side. We're not going to have rooms on the right hand side because that's the fact that you'll have a couple like windows, balconies and stuff like that. I'm just going to beat on this guy while I'm kind of talking my mind out a little bit. But yeah, so it's kind of like you're looking at it and realizing, hang on a second, we're going to have walkways here. So there's not actually that much space for a room. And I believe he fell from the floor above. He must have done. There's no way he spawned on my mob gridded room, area that we have down here now. So, I mean, we can go up to the top one last time and have a look, but I think we will wrap this stream up here. It's been quite a long day for me, and I think I want to just go and chill out and watch some videos for a little bit. But yeah, if you have any ideas for what we want to do with this castle, and if you want to particularly, if you want to get involved with the design of a room or things like that, we need to really come up with the dimensions of these sooner rather than later. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. We're just going to quickly finish this off by lighting up a little bit here. It's not going to be too much, though. We'll do one side is what we'll do. So the torches are on... Where's the nearest block? So let's dig one. If we dig... Oh, no, because if it falls down, we won't get it back. Let's expand it out. There we go. We can think that through. So it's a 2 block. So it's 1, 2. It's on that one. Yes. So then we work out 1, 2, 3, 4. Dirt block. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And that's only 3 blocks to the hole. This is 3, 4 there. And so on and so forth. So then that one actually doesn't need 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Should be in line with that. There and there. Because obviously this one on this floor doesn't have an entrance. So we will have to make some designs for the room shapes that are on this floor. Let's do that. And then one last couple. We only need 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 against the wall. And that is pretty much everything that we should have. And I will temporarily put one there as well. Just to kind of catch the corner of that one. I don't think it's going to catch everything. But yeah, so the only side now we should be worried about monster spawns is the dark side that we can see over here. And I don't have enough torches anyway to do this side. And I've pretty much run out of time and energy really to keep going with this. But thank you very much for watching, everybody, today's stream. It's been really, really fun. I hope everybody has enjoyed the new stream layout. We'll have to tweak it a little bit to move the chat down because it's in the wrong place. But yeah, thank you very much for watching again. And yeah, I guess I will see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye.